Welcome back to Wrestling Renaissance. My name is TJ Leo, the defending predictions champion.
And my name is Cole 2K. I am the challenger.
Indeed, because today we are reviewing the results of NXT Stand and Deliver St. Louis, which was this past Saturday. We're gonna talk about the matches. We're gonna talk about the results. We're gonna talk about how we did in our predictions. All kinds of good stuff. All kinds of good stuff.
Yes.
But let's kick things off with our overall thoughts of the show. Did you come away impressed? Did you come away depressed? How did you come away from that show?
Definitely leaning towards impressed.
Okay.
Show crowd was into it for pretty much most of the night.
Yep.
The stage was a pretty cool setup. It was
Yep.
like a theater type, but they did have some seats up on the stage.
Yeah, they had fans on either side of
cool.
the set.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yep. 6 matches plus the pre-show match. Not too long. Nah, just the right amount.
Just it was like 2 hours 45 minutes, give or take.
Yep.
Um,
Between 2.5 and 2:45 for 6 matches.
I thought it could have gone a little bit longer for me because it ended and I was like, oh, it's over already. Or not quite.
Yeah.
We got to the last match and I was like, oh, there's only one match left. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, is better than when we watch AEW and we're like, oh my god, there's still 4 matches left. What the hell?
Yeah.
But as we always say, there's a happy medium that no one can seem to find in these shows.
Except NXT. I think NXT found it.
You think it was good? It was a little short.
The matches weren't too long, or the matches weren't overly long.
No.
You know, a lot of times, like a WWE PLE, they'll have 4 or 5 matches that are 20 minutes.
It's true.
With a lot of time in between. And this one, the matches were a little bit shorter, and there was probably still maybe about the same amount of time between matches, but I think might have been actually a little bit less.
Well, we'll get down to the nitty gritty and compare and contrast everything.
Yep.
When we get down to the individual stuff. But let's talk before we get into our actual core of the show. Let's get into the pre-show, which featured the 10-man match between Hank and Tank, newly christened EK Prosper.
Yeah, EK Prosper, Eli Knight Prosper.
Yeah. Ren Sinclair and Shiloh Hill versus Birthright. EK. Let's talk about EK Prosper real quick. Interesting name. I'm sure it, and we discussed it on Saturday. Probably has to do with LA Knight. Mm-hmm.
A little too similar to LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was not intentional. Yeah.
He's impressive.
He is impressive. He definitely reminds me a little bit of like Siobhan Evans and Kevin Knight from AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was probably the standout, I think, in this match. Although the match itself was not anything to write home about by any stretch of the imagination. It was definitely a pre-show match.
Yep, definitely a pre-show match.
Yeah, I don't really have anything specific to say about it. It was a pre-show match. Had no stakes.
Yeah, I mean, EK Prosper was probably, like you said, the highlight of it. No, I mean, there's no real lowlights.
No, it was just fine.
You know, a 10-man cluster.
Yeah.
You know, everybody get their stuff in and get to an ending.
Yep.
A little pre-show match.
Yep. Decent way to kick off the show, you know, to get the crowd worked up and involved.
Right team won. You know, baby faces won.
Yeah, that's the way you kick off a pre-show. Makes sense.
Yep. If we were rating it, I probably would have rated it 5.
Yeah. It did its job. Nothing more. I would agree.
Yep.
I would agree.
Cage match. Oh, it's not even on the main show part. Let's see. Countdown. 6.14.
Bleacher Report gave it
cage match.
6.6. Okay, yeah. Bleacher Report gave it a B, which is a 7
Okay.
on our scale.
Okay.
So, yeah, I Bleacher Report's easily impressed. I feel like though.
Yeah. Seems like it.
All right. Well, let's get to the actual show. I'm gonna put my belt down because I gotta get serious now. You know what I'm saying? Main card time. And I predicted the card order fairly well. I just had 2 matches that were swapped around. But we started off with the triple threat.
I'd have been way off.
You would have been way off. Okay.
Because I would not have put this one first.
Yeah, I thought about it and I was like, yeah, it makes sense to put this first because they thought it was going to be an absolute banger. So let's get it far away from the main event as possible so it doesn't suck the life out of that. But let's do our rating first. So again, this was the NXT Women's Championship triple threat match between Lola Vice, JC Jane, and Kendall Gray. Candle Gray. I did not write down my ratings, so I'm doing this from memory. Okay.
Between 2.
6, 7.
Definitely not.
Ooh, we can't decide. Interesting.
I got mine.
All right. I'm defending champ, I guess, so I go first. Give it a 7. Give it a solid 7. 9.
Go with a 9. 9.
What'd Cage give it?
Cage match so far, as of now, Monday night, 173 votes, 8.37.
8.37. And Bleacher Report gave it an A-, which is a 8 on our scale. So we're all within that 3 that 3 number scale right there. Let's talk about the notable moments and observations from the Bleacher Report, and then we'll get into the more specifics here. For those of us who grew up watching him, it's hard not to get a little nostalgic when HBK's music hits. We failed to mention that HBK kicked off the show with Sexy Red, and it was terrible. Did not need to happen. What a waste of 10 minutes. We didn't get to an actual match until like 20 after.
Yeah.
Bonkers. Not like what a waste of time. Gray had some great creative counters in this match. She's very smooth in the ring. Absolutely. Kendall Gray is she's something else, man. She's really good. This was the perfect excuse to get Mr. Iguana on the show by having him in Vice's corner, but WWE decided not to. I think that was a smart decision. No reason for Mr. Iguana to be involved in this whatsoever. No. The clothesline Jane hit on Gray looked nasty. Yep, it was good. And it said, hilariously here, it says, the screen kept going black towards the end of the match, but the audio never cut out. I guess they didn't realize what the problem was. Yeah, for those who don't know what that was a significant wardrobe malfunction on JC Jane's outfit that she didn't seem to have a way to fix for a long time. So,
no, I don't know if she was either she didn't notice it.
Yeah.
She didn't was not really in a position to fix it because so when she was in a ankle lock was part of it.
Yeah. And then after that it just kept happening.
Yeah. Just kept happening.
Yeah. So I liked this match. I thought it was good. I had a couple of problems with it though, which took away from me getting it up to as high as you did. Number one, it's a triple threat match, which automatically makes it no DQ. And I thought it was a little. I never like it when this happens because there's no real logic to it, and that's that JC Jane had two people at ringside who like only ever interfered like one time. And I'm like, this could have been a 3-on-2 situation. And they're just like, nah, well, we don't need to get involved that much. And it's like, why? Like, JC Jane would totally cheat if she could. So I was like, you guys should have found a quicker way of getting them out of the match than they did. It took too long.
I like that, though. I liked it.
Okay. I thought it just took too long to get them out of there.
Her whole entrance, Bleacher Report didn't say anything about her entrance. She got a special entrance.
Mm-hmm. She did.
Of course, she entered last because she's a champion. But they also made it pretty clear that she was going to be gone after this.
Oh yeah, she's done. Yeah, she's off to she's off to SmackDown probably.
Yeah, but she got a really, really cool entrance. She had, was it her gear or was it Kendall's gear that was HBK inspired?
Kendall,
okay. Yep. I like Kendall's gear. But JC didn't need to lose cheating. She basically went out on her sword clean by herself, which is what I liked.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. The way the match ended, totally okay with. I just thought that the two girls at ringside were there too long before they finally were removed.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, why aren't they doing anything? Why aren't they doing anything? And then they did like one thing, and then they left, and I was like, okay. Ren Sinclair got
Lola's
involved
strikes
too.
were strong. Oh yeah, she did.
Yep. Lola's strikes were strong.
She did, Lola.
Yeah, she was great.
She had some sick knee. I think I can't remember if it was to Kendall or
JC. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, no real holes to poke in it. To poke in the match.
Fair.
Zero complaints for me.
It started off a little slow. It took a little time to get there, but once it got there, it was really, really good. Kendall, star of the match, I think. Lola did really well though, and finally she used the back fist as her finisher instead of whatever the heck the other thing was that I don't like. The back fist is perfect. She nails that every time. Just looks brutal.
Yep.
And she won with it, which is even better. So your winner and new NXT Women's Champion, Lola Vice. Lola Vice. What was her expectations on the match?
I had a 9. You had an 8.
Yeah, that's about how I felt. I felt it was good, but not quite where I wanted it to be. But it was good. It was good. Yeah.
So, what do you think? Well, other than JC, which we hinted. Which we kind of said she's done there. She has nothing more to do.
Yeah, JC's going to SmackDown. Lola being champion. I think she'll probably defend it against Blake, like I had predicted on the prediction show. Kendall, I don't really know. She might have a feud with Zarya or Kalani Jordan or someone just to continue to get her reps in, and then she'll probably eventually go after the North American Championship whenever a heel grabs that, is my guess.
Or maybe someone coming up from Evolve.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if Bleacher Report mentioned later.
They
had Callie Armstrong, who was a standout on Evolve.
Okay.
Is coming up to NXT.
Interesting. Yeah, I know nothing about the Evolve people, so can't comment
know too much either.
Yeah. All right. Predictions. How did we do?
Oh yeah, predictions. That part. All right. to predictions. We both thought it was going to be Lola. Too early for Kendall, and JC was done. So me for 3, and you for 2.
Good start.
Bonus question. Bonus question was who was going to attempt the first pin?
I do not know.
I had to rewind twice times.
Twice times to get it.
Twice times, yep. Because I realized as we were watching it, they just tried a pin. I didn't see who it was.
I know it wasn't JC.
And I rewound it. It was not JC. JC got knocked out of the ring and left Kendall and Lola. And then it ended up being Kendall via a backslide. But we both said JC. We both thought JC was going to try the quick
pin. I thought so.
The quick roll up or something. So,
all right.
We both missed it.
All right. Let's move on to the next match, which was the NXT Tag Team Championship. Vanity Project defending against Los Americanos. Let's do our grade. All right.
I got mine.
You're up.
I went with a good 7.
I went with 6. It's above average. What Cage give it?
Cage match. 148 votes, 7.62.
7.62. And Bleacher Report gave it a B+, which is an 8 on their scale. Yeah. Notable moments and observations here, just in case anyone is still not aware. Rayo and Bravo are Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. What? Where'd they get that information from?
I don't trust dirt sheets.
Nah, me either. The spot with Smokes being dragged into the ring post by both legs is something we used to see a lot in matches, but it seems to have been dialed down in recent years. Yeah, I don't know why. It's interesting. Baylor's...
I guess so. I never really thought about that.
Yeah.
But they mention it, and...
I know why. It's because no one pays attention to tag matches anymore.
Yeah.
Baylor's suplex neck breaker looked good. Yes, it did. Bravo, a.k.a. the big strong boy. I never heard that before. Have you?
Not about Bravo, no.
No, me either. Suplexed both opponents at the same time. Yes, he did. And the moment where Grande took out Drake at ringside was great. So what was our expectations? I'm curious. Because I suspect that they did better than we thought they were going to.
Yep, mine was 6. Yours was 5.
Okay, so they did 1 point better for each of us.
Yep.
So it was a surprisingly good match between the two. Again, I didn't have any expectations. That's why my expectations was a 5, because I've never seen Vanity Project before in the ring. Obviously, I've seen Los Americanos, and they're great. But I didn't know what to expect, and they did very well. It was a great match. It was a great tag team match, and the crowd was into it. But I still didn't care, and that's why I couldn't go any higher than a 6, because I was like, Los Americanos isn't winning this, and I don't really care about either team, so I couldn't go higher.
They made it look like they would.
Yeah, they did. Absolutely,
they made me believe that they might.
Yeah, they did a good job with what they had. Absolutely. And super impressed by Vanity Project. I don't know how much Los Americanos carried them through that match.
I was thinking the same thing. I don't know if it was because the Americanos have such a long history and legacy that, that they kind of led the match like that.
Veterans.
Or what? Yes, they are. I mean, the multi-generational veterans.
Yeah.
Is the Americanos. Yes.
Yeah, they slipped the metal plate into like multiple masks and kept passing it around like a baton. Yep. It was good. But yeah, I'm curious to see Vanity Project in a match with another NXT tag team to kind of see how they do without that veteran team with them. I would like to see them against Hank and Tank, and maybe we will now that Hank and Tank are back to their winning ways after their pre-show match. Maybe that's the plan.
I want to say that they have had matches, but not that I would have cared to remember to see.
Right.
Just because I didn't. I mean, because of that match, I'm a little bit more interested in Vanity Project.
Yeah, me too.
I just wasn't before. I don't know. I don't remember them looking as big. Well, they are going against Americanos, who are a little bit smaller.
They're smaller. Yeah.
Maybe that's why they looked as big as I thought they did.
Which one's Baylor? The blonde or the?
Yes,
Baylor's the blonde.
Baylor is blonde, and Ricky Smokes is the other one.
I think Sim said in our watch party that Baylor looks like Matt Damon.
Yeah, he looks like a baby Matt Damon.
Baby Matt Damon, yeah. But yeah, they my hat's off to them. They did a great job with the interest that was in this match, and yeah.
And they have good tag team moves.
Yeah,
they have tandem moves, which not all tag teams do.
No, good tag teams do. Good tag teams do. All right, I got nothing left. Should we go to predictions?
Let's go to predictions.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is the one. Remember what it was about this one?
Oh,
thought Vanity Project for 5.
Gotcha. Yeah, we were tied on this one, and I don't know what which Americana was going to get pinned,
or who was going to take the loss.
Yeah, who's going to take the loss? Yeah.
And we both thought, of course, that Vanity Project was going to win, so it was take your pick on the Americano.
Hmm.
And we both picked Rayo.
But it was Bravo.
And we were both wrong. It was Bravo.
Yeah. Weird. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter at the end of the day, but
no.
It just seems like Rayo is usually the one that gets pinned, so maybe they're just passing the baton back and forth to see who loses.
Yep.
All right. Let's move on to the next match, which is the one I got wrong.
You went 6.
Mm-hmm. Sol Ruka versus Zarya in their grudge match. Let's see. Between two again. Okay. All right. I took a point off for something, but I'm still giving it an 8.
Between two.
Oh, I thought you had decided. You were sitting back.
I was sitting back thinking. All right.
9. 2 9s. Wow. All right. What Cage give it?
Cage match. 7.1.
Wow. Okay. Bleacher gave it a B+, which is a 8 on our scale. Notable moments and observations from Bleacher Report. The entrance video for Zarya was terrific. Her presentation is so much more suited to being a heel. Yeah, it was fantastic. I thought it was her regular one she uses, but then I saw the arch from St. Louis, and I was like, oh, they customized it. That's cool. That's dope. Yeah, I really like that. Sol Ruka almost never wears the same gear twice, and she changes the style of her gear a lot, too. It's a cool part of her character. A lot of wrestlers stick with the same look for so long. Yeah. The dumb ones stay with the same gear for a long time, quite frankly.
Yep.
I can't remember who it was. I think it was Maven said one of the best things he learned from his time in wrestling was a tip from Jeff Hardy, where Jeff was like, "Dude, you got to change your outfit all the time." And he's like, "Why?" He's like, "Merch. You get different merch, and not only that, but every time the game comes out, they need to do a rescan because you have all new clothes on. And anytime a new action figure comes out, same thing. They need you.
Yeah,
that's how you make money." And he's like, "Oh, okay, cool, good to know." So Soul's on top of that. That's cool.
Yep, and she makes her own.
Oh, she's like Belair. Interesting.
Yep, she does. Yep,
good on her. And Sol Ruka's Hurricane Rana looked really good, but the failed superplex out of the ring looked painful. Yeah, it did. It looked quite nasty. Barely got them over. But it was a great match. It was great. The point that I took off was because I think the wrong person won. That's kind of my thought. Although, if commentary is to be believed, it seems like these two are sticking around in NXT a little bit longer. If commentary is to be believed. When the match was over, I think it was Vic said something along the lines of, there really was no losers in this match, and Sol and Zarya are going to have a lot to give to NXT over the coming year. And I was like, oh, was that on purpose?
Yeah, I hope it's not going to be another year. I think Sol's ready sooner rather than later. I think Zarya could be there a little bit long. Could be there another 6 months or so, especially with a heel persona, which looked really good. I mean, she came out, no smiles, no nothing. She was fierce. She was aggressive the whole time.
Zarya's amazing. I'm on board.
And Sol is from the time her music hit. I mean, she ran out. She didn't even do any kind of entrance.
Nope.
This was a whole different Sol.
All business.
She was aggressive. She really played this up like it was a blood feud, like it was a personal feud.
And that's because it was. Look good on her.
Yep. She was so much more aggressive than I'd seen her in any match before.
And she's not the only one that turned it up a notch this night.
Yep.
So good on them for recognizing when they need to flip that switch.
Yep. And that was a big part of why I went as high as I did. I almost considered giving it a 10, but went with the 9. But,
yes.
I mean, I think this won't be the last time that we'll mention this match this year.
Interesting. The only thing that bums me out a little bit is that it seems like this is probably not their last match, which I'm okay with in one sense of it being like, hey, they get to continue their feud. That's cool. But in the other sense, I'm like, both of these women deserve to be championed right now. So why are they doing this?
I guess I'm okay with it not being their last match for the sole fact that it was their first match.
Does that mean they're going to have 2 more?
I hope not. I mean, it doesn't have to be 2 more.
I mean, you have to assume that if they're going to continue this feud, they're going to have Zarya win the next one to even the playing field, and then potentially have a proper match, and the winner of that match goes after the NXT Championship. I have to assume that that's the plan.
Some type of stipulation.
Yeah, do a street fight, last man standing, I quit.
What is the next?
They have not advertised the next PLE yet, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Nothing about anything. Couldn't find shit. They used to announce the NXT PLEs like a year in advance, and now all of a sudden they wait until like 3 weeks before it, and I'm like, what is happening? WWE's kind of the same way. They're taking time doing all their announcements. But yeah, I thought it was a great match. As I mentioned, after 3 Soul Snatchers, Sol Ruka got the win.
Well, the first one was pretty freaking Nice. That was the one on the
stage.
walkway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. 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 Yeah, it's still a great looking move. Battlegrounds next.
Might be the next one.
Oh, because you're looking at last year's to compare.
Yeah.
Just
it's usually
yeah, when was
Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial
May
Day.
25th last year.
May 25th. Wow, that's a long ways away. But I guess the NXT ones are fewer.
Yes, Stand and Deliver was April 19th because it was WrestleMania weekend.
So a month later.
And then a month later. So
see, you would think that it would be announced by now if it was going to be early May.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yep.
Well,
probably mid to late May.
Maybe it'll be announced tomorrow night on NXT. Who knows?
Yep.
This is being recorded on Monday. All right. How did we do on predictions on this one? Actually, no. What was our expectations? We didn't do that part.
Mine was 8. Yours was 7.
Okay. So it crushed expectations again. Good stuff.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, just the aggression and the way they turned it up is what went above for me.
Yeah. All right. Now we can do predictions.
Predictions. I would never bet against Soul. And you thought the wrong person won. So you went for Zarya, me for 1, and you for 0.
Yeah, it's bad. That's not good. That's not good.
You remember how much you put on it?
A lot. Yeah, that was my 6-pointer. That's not good.
That was your 6-pointer.
I cannot believe. Well, because I made the assumption that Soul was moving on, and it seems like she's not. So,
yep.
Yikes.
And
maybe you were right. You said on the prediction show that maybe after her promo the other night, they were like, maybe she needs to stick around for a little bit more seasoning on that front. I don't think it was a last-minute decision, but maybe they knew already. You know,
maybe, I don't know. Interesting though to see. Bonus was between Soul Snatcher and Zarya's F5, over under 2.5 combined number of finishing moves,
and there was 4.
There was 4. 3 Soul Snatchers, 1 outside the ring, 1 inside the ring that Zarya kicked out of. Soul kicked out of the F5, and Soul got 1 last snatcher in to seal the win. I picked the over, you picked the under.
Yikes. A possible 7 points I could have got on that, and I got none.
So you whiffed. You whiffed that match.
Yeah, that's
whiff. Usually me.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, next match.
So you went 7 on that one, right?
Well, 6 points for the.
No, your rating.
Oh, no, I gave that match an 8, didn't I? Yeah, 8, and you gave it a 9.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
All right. The next match was the NXT North American Championship. Miles Bourne defending against Johnny Gargano. Rating. Trying to pick here.
I think they photoshopped some abs in for Johnny.
Oh man, I can't pick a rating on this one. Tell me, what was my ratings on the other ones?
7 on the JC Lola Kendall, 6 on the tag championship, and then 8 on Soul Zarya.
All right, I got mine. I think it's my go.
All right.
If I remember correctly.
Nope, it's mine.
Oh, okay.
This is number 4. I went with the big crisp 7.
Wow, I did not expect that. Okay, I went with a 5. I feel like I'm being harsh now. Consistently lower than you. Would Cage give it?
Well, Johnny Gargano, so I expect pretty well. 7.46.
Wow. Bleacher gave it an A minus, which is an 8 on our scale. Notable moments and observations. WWE needs to give Gargano his old theme back. Rebel Heart is way better than his new song. Yeah, his new song I don't even like. There's like nothing to it. Well, it's a little confusing.
When he's in NXT, it always needs to be Rebel Heart.
Yeah, my suspicion, honestly, is that Gargano's probably done soon, so it doesn't matter. I think they're releasing him. We'll get into that though. It's so unfortunate that WWE isn't doing anything with Candice LeRae. She's so much better than what she's being given. I like her as a manager / valet. I think she's very Lita-like in that regard, where she plays a good part. But she shouldn't be wrestling. I think she's boring as fuck as a wrestler.
She's a very niche wrestler. She kind of tends more towards the not necessarily the hardcore style. I mean, that's what she was most known for.
Yeah,
on the indies, but she's not
a catch-as-catch-can wrestler.
Yeah. She's not a flashy wrestler.
No.
Yeah, that's probably a better way to put it.
And when you're that small, you kind of have to be. You got to do something special. The sunset flip powerbomb from Gargano was great. Bourne jumped hard for it. Yep, it was fantastic. The crowd was definitely in favor of Gargano winning. Bourne was even booed at times. Yeah, I mean, the NXT crowd's always going to favor Johnny wrestling. But yeah, what was expectations for this match? Because I'm pretty sure mine did not hit.
Mine was 7. Yours was 8.
Yeah, not even close. I had so many problems with this match. So I mean, Miles Bourne is so good. Johnny Gargano was so good in the ring, and they did fine. But for whatever reason, as much as I wanted to get excited about it, I just couldn't. I was just like, and it comes down to the booking. It comes down to the booking where there was really no story going into this except Johnny's trying to make his comeback. And I'm like, there's no way they're going to have Gargano beat Miles. There's no way. And sure enough, Miles beat Gargano. Clean. And there was no point in the match that I got excited. I was just like, yeah, that sunset powerbomb was great. Yeah, everything they're doing in the ring looks crisp. Yeah, that Orton power slam from the ropes that Miles did was great. But like, I never got like into it for some reason. And then it was driven home even more when after the match, Dion Lennox comes out and hits Miles Bourne with a chair, and I'm like, oh look, it's the guy that I said should have been in this match instead of Johnny Gargano. Yeah. Imagine that. So it soured me on the whole thing even more, and I'm just like, oh, guys, this is your NXT show. Yeah, it was after the match, but
you didn't take a point off for
no
for the aftermatch stuff, did you? Okay,
no, I just didn't enjoy the match. I just got more annoyed afterwards with the outcome, because I'm just like, as much as I don't like Dark State, Dion Lennox is definitely the standout in that, and to not have him on the biggest show of the year and put Johnny Gargano in there instead, as much as I love Johnny Gargano, didn't make any sense. Yeah, I was just bummed out by this, unfortunately, because I love all 3 of the dudes that were involved in this match. You know.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was pretty much exactly how I expected. Johnny made Miles look great. Didn't really care too much about the match.
Right.
The one thing I really didn't like, and I kind of almost took a point off, which maybe I might still, is just when Johnny did his whole play dead
Oh God, yeah.
thing.
Well, to be fair, it was a possum. He wasn't doing it as part of the gimmick. He was almost making fun of the gimmick in a way where he was trying to goat him in. And then he popped back up and took advantage. So I was okay with it. I would have taken off another point if he had of like if it was a legit thing where he's like, I'm just giving up. I was like, no, you can't do that, man. No.
I mean, I wish he would have come in with his haircut clean, because he seems like he's kind of been letting it grow out a little bit as he's doing that gimmick.
So he should have came in clean and looking regenerated.
Yep, looking like the old Johnny.
I agree. That's a good point.
Hopefully that doesn't mean that next time we see him on SmackDown, he's going to be back to doing the same thing because he lost.
Yeah, my whole brain connection here with this whole thing is that they've just given this to Gargano to make him look stupid before he leaves. I think he's done. I think he's so done. We'll see.
Before he goes to AEW.
Yeah. I can't imagine him not going to AEW at this point. I mean, who knows? I could be wrong, but we saw this with Karrion Kross where they're like trying to push him, even though they're getting rid of him. They did the same thing with so many guys, and I'm just like, I'm looking at this going, I'm getting those vibes. Ciampa, yeah. What was his face
Riley.
from? What was the guy from Imperium?
Vinci.
Yeah, Vinci. Yeah, loses his first match back after all these vignettes. Just like this is giving me those vibes of just like, yeah,
in 5 seconds.
Yeah, put some guys over on your way out. It's fine, So that's what I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Yep.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right, predictions. How'd we do?
Well, this was my big one, and thought there was no way that Johnny was going to lose. Johnny was going to win, so I went 6 for Miles, and you went.
There you go.
And you went 4 for Miles.
Cool. You got your 6. That's not good for me.
I got my 6. Oh, shoot. Bonus question. Was Candice LeRae going to be ejected from ringside?
She was not ejected from ringside.
She was not. We both thought the same thing. Oh, wait.
So we both got a point there, you mean?
We both got a point, yes. I had JC Jane on the mind. Sorry.
Cool. All right. Next match.
I had JC Jane on the mind because...
Don't get us age-gated. Next match was the NXT Women's North American Championship. Tatum Paxley defending her championship against Blake Monroe. All right. He's thinking.
Oh, you're good?
Oh, yeah.
I was waiting on you.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. It's my go, right?
Yeah.
Give it a 7.
Oh my God, TJ.
I'm still consistently
Hey.
behind. What cage give it when you're good?
Cage match. 8.00
Wow.
on 138 votes. Yep.
Wow.
8 even.
That's rare. Okay. Bleacher gave it a B, which is a 7 on the scale. Notable moments and observations. This one has nothing to do with the match, but it's funny. There's some irony in the fact that a cable provider like Xfinity was the main sponsor for a show that aired on YouTube. Yeah, that is pretty funny. The submission that Paxley used early in the match was cool, and the bump she took on the ramp looked rough, but she did a great job selling it. Yes, she did. This match obviously greatly exceeded our expectations, I think. Is that fair to say?
Mine was 7, yours was 6. So
yes, so 1 point again. 1 point.
I won a point again.
Awesome. Yeah. I was not really looking forward to this match much. I was like, it'll be fine. But they seem to have good chemistry with each other.
I thought this.
Uh-oh. I think we lost you. Are you back?
Yep. Where'd I go?
Oh, he's back. You dropped out there for a second. We didn't hear anything you said.
Okay.
Oh God! Now he's gone again. You're gone again.
What?
What's happening?
How about now?
I'm afraid to say yes. Because every time I say yes and you start to talk, something goes screwy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Is that me?
There.
You're kind of here.
I'm good.
Yeah, maybe.
Good.
Maybe. Guess we'll see. Take 3. No, he's gone.
What?
The second you go to talk, every time it freezes. I'm like, say like blah 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 blah. Let's see what happens.
Blah 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 blah.
Now it's fucking working. What? You can't script this. What the fuck? Okay, try again.
This was Tatum's best match.
There we go. Okay, now it's working. That was freaky. I'm keeping that in the edit because of how ridiculously perfect that was. Wait till you see it. Yeah, I thought this was Tatum's best match that I've seen with her in it, for sure. Yeah, and Blake did a great job as well. By the end of the match, I was enthralled and being like, holy shit, who's going to win this thing? Lots of good spots. Great facials on both of them. Great character work. Great story told in the ring. Great psychology. You know what? Bump mine up to an 8. I keep saying the word great.
Nice.
I keep saying
an 8.
I keep saying great, so I gotta live up to that. I'm not saying good, so. Yeah. It ended with Paxley kicking out of the glamour shot and then hitting her finisher in a great reversal for the win.
Yeah, I know I said before, her finish is one that kind of takes too long to get in.
Yeah.
But when she reversed the move, she kind of snuck it in pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Which I liked.
She executed it perfectly. Yeah, great match. Was surprised. Was really surprised. And I was even more surprised that Tatum retained. I
was too.
I was back and forth on this one in my predictions, and I it was like either one could win this one. But Tatum took the win, and still your NXT North American Women's Champion, Tatum Paxley.
Isn't this the one that you switched
Yes.
right when we were doing it? Oh.
Yeah. This is the one I switched.
Yikes! Oh no! You did good because get there in a second.
Yeah, I think I switched it from Blake to Tatum. If I recall correctly.
So we good for that? We good?
Yeah, let's get to predictions.
I All right. You were correct. You did move from Blake to Tatum. I missed my 4 and you got your 3.
I still have a lot of points to make up for, though. That 6-point loss is that's a big deal.
Oh, yeah. Bonus.
Yeah, I don't remember the bonus on this one.
Oh, yeah. Will the belt be used as a weapon?
And it was.
Was it?
Yeah. Blake hit Tatum.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do have it correct on here.
Mhm.
We both said no.
Damn.
And it was.
Crazy. All right. That leads us to
I whiffed on that.
You whiffed on that. We both had a whiff. This show. The next one was the main event, the NXT Championship Fatal 4-Way. Joe Hendry defending against Ethan Page, Ricky Saints, and Tony D'Angelo. Let's do our rating. All right, I got mine.
All right. My go. I bet you can guess what I picked. Well, what I rated.
I don't know, actually.
8.
I bet you can guess what I rated it.
Starts with a S.
That's
Of course.
It's a 7. Consistently a point below you. I love it. What Cage give it?
Cage gave it 7.75. So right in between us.
And Bleacher gave it a B+, which on our scale is an 8. Notable moments and observations. Dark State seemed to have some friction backstage after Lennox attacked Bourne because he didn't tell anyone else he was going to do it. I did not see that segment backstage. Yep. So I guess the start of the breakup has begun. As annoying as Booker can be, yes, he is annoying. It's always funny when he sings Hendry's entrance music. Yeah, it is amusing when he sings Hendry's entrance music. As terrible as it is. Their only real point of the match here is Tony's double blockbuster was cool. That's about it. I'm surprised you liked this match as much as you did. You know me. I'm a big fan of triple threats, fatal 4-ways.
The more the merrier for you.
Threes, the triple threats were where I kind of like, I'm good. Fatal 4-ways tend to be a little bit too impersonal, where there's just too many cooks in the kitchen. And 5 and 6, don't even get me started. I hate those for the most part. I think Armageddon was the only real good multi-person one that I like.
Is there a ladder match?
Unless it's a ladder match, in which case, go. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I just I had the same problem with the match that I thought I was going to have with the match, which is the same problem I talked about on the prediction show, which is I didn't really care who won. I felt no urgency, no. I was like, it's a fatal 4-way, it's entertaining, but I just don't care a whole lot about any of these guys. They're all just kind of fine. Joe's fine. His gimmick's worn out. Ethan's great, but in a fatal 4-way, he doesn't have enough chance to shine. Ricky is kind of, he's fine. And Tony's great, but again, in a fatal 4-way, he doesn't have the chance to shine. Even though he did have a couple of moments. Yeah, he did have a couple of moments. I agree. He did. But in the feud, didn't really have too much of a time to shine, I guess, is the better way to put it. And so it reflected on that in the match to me. I think we both agree that the worst part about this match was the beginning, with Ethan and Ricky arguing about who's going to go for the pin. It's like, guys, you're supposed to be these smart heels, these smart chicken shit heels, and you're stupid enough to think that that the other person would be okay with you pinning someone to be champ. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. And then eventually Ethan turned on Ricky, and it's like, well, no shit. Like,
yeah,
it's just stupid. I hate that shit so much. Once that happened and it got out of the way, the match got better, and there were some pretty good spots. I'm not sure why there was no notable moments or observations from Bleacher Report with some of these, like the Tony D'Angelo spear on the table.
On the table?
Yeah.
That took both Ethan and Ricky out for the rest of the match.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
and then allowed him to go in the ring and hit his finisher on Joe.
On Joe. Yeah. You would think that would be a notable moment and observation on that one.
Which is part of the reason why I gave it such a high score, because
the finish was good.
It was one of my big concerns. I wanted Tony to win. I thought he deserved to have the title. And I had compared it to how Statlander won her title in a 4-way, which is kind of a roll up.
Yeah, bad way to win.
But I really like this one because Tony took out Ricky and Ethan, and then he finished Joe.
Yep.
So he shined. He really won the match because he essentially took everybody out.
Yeah, that's the best way that you can win a Fatal 4-Way, is taking out the two opponents and then pinning the champion. That's like, what more could you ask for there, right?
That's why I gave it an 8. And the match wasn't bad. The story of Ethan and Ricky, the heels finally turning on each other. It wasn't if it was going to happen, it was who was going to turn first.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought the right person won. The only one who hadn't been title, and it's developmental. All the other 3 guys are well over 30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. How old is Tony? 28?
He's probably late 20s. Let's see. Oh, that's not that Tony D'Angelo.
Wrong one.
Apparently there's a hockey player named Tony D'Angelo.
Huh?
He's 30.
He's 30? Okay. He's
just now 30, yeah.
He's got 20 years left in him.
Ethan Page, 36.
Wow. Interesting.
Ricky's 36. And Joe Hendry, 37.
Holy crap, I did not realize they were that old. That's interesting. I mean, not to say that that's old, because I'm older than all 3 of them, but
right.
Interesting.
And, wrestlers regularly go into their mid-40s.
Yeah, at least, Yeah.
They've
Interesting.
been going for a long time, and they're in WWE's developmental.
Yeah.
So kind of out of place. Ethan's been there 2 years. Ricky's been there over a year. Joe's been in and out for over a year. Tony's been there for 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony's been there since the NXT 2.0 started.
Yeah, I'm glad that Tony won. He's finally got a gimmick that he can take to the main roster alone and not have to bring the D'Angelo family with him in order to make him an impact there. Where do you see Joe now? Do you think Joe's off to the main roster now?
I don't know. We had kind of seen him on SmackDown a couple times towards the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'm a little.
I don't think there's really a whole lot more for him to do.
I know. NXT doesn't seem like there's much left for him to do, and I'm a little concerned for him on SmackDown. I'm assuming Ethan Page and Ricky are staying in NXT.
I think Ethan needs to stay.
You think he does need to stay?
No. I don't think he needs to stay.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to stay either. I just think they want to make sure he's got a good spot on the roster. And Ricky, Man, I think Ricky's kind of doomed on the main roster either way. I think he needs to stay on NXT for a while, quite frankly. Like, I fear for him
I mean,
on the main roster, man. He's so small.
it's hard to say what a good spot is on Raw and SmackDown because that's
Well, that's true.
been epically bad for the last several months.
Yeah, yeah,
Like epically bad the last month or so.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We thought it couldn't get much worse than it was, and maybe it has.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely
especially
has.
the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Who do you think Tony's first defense is against?
I would have thought
A Joe rematch?
maybe Dion, Carver.
Carver?
I don't know.
I mean, basic instinct to me is that maybe Joe's not gone yet, and he'll have a rematch with Tony, lose, and then go to SmackDown. Is probably my guess. Meanwhile, Ethan and Ricky are probably going to have a feud, but they're both heels, so I'm not sure how they're going to do that. Unless they just do like a triple threat kind of scenario between Tony and Ethan and Ricky and keep Tony strong.
Ugh.
I don't know, man. The problem is there's just no male depth on the NXT roster right now.
No, there isn't. There really isn't.
They got to start making some stars. And you can't do that just by shoving them into the main event because they just feel out of place. And Tony's not going to lose for a while, I feel like. I feel like he's going to be there for quite a bit until he's ready to go to the big leagues. All right. Well, what was your expectations on this
ready
match?
to get demoted to Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Expectations. I had 6. You had 7. This was the one that you went into it more excited than me.
It's Fatal 4-Way. That's not surprising.
Yeah.
All right. Predictions. How do we do?
This one I switched. As we were doing it.
What were we doing?
I switched mine.
Okay.
Oh.
There you go.
At a 0 because I switched it off Tony. And you got it.
All right.
Was that the right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was my 1-pointer.
I switched off. Yep. I switched off 2 points and you got your 1 point.
All right. I do not recall what the bonus was on this one.
So I missed my 4 and my 2. And you missed your 6.
My 6. It's going to come down to the bonuses.
Bonus question. Who's going to be the third entrant?
Oh, I think it was Ethan.
It was Ethan. You picked that person, and I originally picked Ricky and switched to Tony, and you picked Ricky, and we both missed it because it was Ethan.
All right, and now we're off to the bonuses questions.
Bonus. All right. Oh, I had those on. What was the shortest match of the night?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it. They all seemed pretty equally like timed. If I had to guess, I'd say the first match was the shortest. The triple threat.
Shortest match. Cage match back up here. Okay, 13 minutes.
Wow.
Oh, wait, no. Yep. 13 minutes, 27 seconds
That was the shortest match?
was the tag match, which was what both you and I said.
And that was the shortest?
Where'd my marker go?
He's so disorganized today.
Oh, yeah, I'm so disorganized. I completely threw me off not having these two questions on my spreadsheet. So yeah, 13 minutes, 27 seconds was the tag match, the one we both thought was it.
Okay.
However, we both got it wrong.
Was it the triple threat?
13 minutes and 20 seconds was the North American Women's title. Was also not the shortest.
What? Okay. Was it the triple threat?
13 minutes and 7 seconds. Part of why I also rated it as high as I did. Soul versus Zarya was the shortest match of the night.
Interesting. I mean, they all seem like they were pretty equal in terms of timing. Yeah. That's a good way of doing it, though.
It did not feel like that was the shortest match.
No, but I mean, like it was only like 20 seconds off from the second. Yeah, I mean they were all so equal. Interesting. It's a good way of booking a show. Give them all equal time. All right, longest match got to be the Fatal 4-Way.
Longest match, Fatal 4-Way. 16 minutes and 1 second. You said Fatal 4-Way. I said the men's North American title match. North American title match for the men's was 14 minutes and 35 seconds. NXT Fatal 4-Way match for the NXT title, 16 minutes and 1 second. Was not as long
as
the women's 3-way.
Oh my God. How long was that
16 minutes, 15 seconds.
So all of the matches, they were all 3 minutes within each other. So like, that's perfect booking, man. Props to them for booking that way. That's crazy.
We both whiffed both bonus.
That's crazy.
Questions.
That's crazy. Okay. So before we get to the average rating, do we have any match of the year candidates to add to our watch list? I don't think we have anything for the men's.
No, not for the men's.
No. Women's, maybe Soul and Zarya.
That's what I would submit as of now.
I feel like they'll probably get taken out by something else. But I'm okay with adding it to the list for now.
Probably, yeah.
Soul Ruka versus Zarya. NXT Stand and Deliver. All right. Added. All right. When you're good for the average rating. As long as I'm waiting. Soul Ruka and Zarya joins Tekla versus Statlander in their 2 out of 3 falls match from AEW Revolution. And nothing joined the best men's, which so far we have Punk versus Breaker in their world title match from the 1-year Netflix Raw special. And MJF and Hangman, the Texas Death Match, AEW Revolution 2026.
I'm sure we're missing some. Well, according to the cage match and popular opinion, there's a bunch of TV matches on Dynamite that have been better, but we just don't care about the people.
We just don't care. No.
Yeah. Not that they weren't good. So don't come at us with that. But it's good to us as ones that we are invested in.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to be invested in them for them to be good.
Hence the Adam Page and MJF.
Yeah. It was great.
Because we were invested in that.
Yep.
All right. So overall. So the way Cage Match does, you can vote overall on the show and then for each match.
Mm-hmm.
So the average of all the matches together may not necessarily equal the overall. So overall, cage match on 124 votes overall on the show, 8.44.
Whew! That's high.
So definitely the best WWE or WWE related PLE in quite some time.
Yikes. I think that's really high.
Yeah, I mean, none of the matches singularly were. You had one that was over 8, but the one was 8.37 and then 8.00, but overall 8.44. A little high for me.
Yeah, that's high.
Mine was 8 overall, and yours was
Wow.
a 6.33.
Yeah, 8 sounds high to me. 6.33 sounds pretty close to me to what I would give it.
Overall, I probably would have said 7.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a 7, maybe a 6.5, but with our scale, it's got to be a 6 or a 7, so I'd have to give it a 6.
Yep. And if I had to give mine an even number or a whole number, I would have gone 8.
Wow. Okay.
Just because I thought it was pretty good. HBK definitely.
You thought it was great.
Absolutely a great fun show. Yep.
A great fun show. Yeah. All right.
So we ready for the
Let's do
final
it.
total?
Let's do it. Who's taking home the prize?
Like I said, I missed my 4 and my 2-point matches. You missed your 6-point matches. So once again, on these lower number cards or lower match cards, it comes down to the bonus questions. Once again.
Need those prop bets.
So
I don't feel very confident right now.
By a score of 17 to 16.
Oh no.
Your winner.
Oh my
and
God.
New
Son of a bitch.
Champion. Predictions champion.
Son of a bitch. Where's going to be
me?
Me.
Well, 2K.
We're just going to be tossing that title back and forth for the next few weeks, I think. It's just
yes.
No one's keeping it on their shoulder for very long. All right. That does it for Wrestling Renaissance, our results show for NXT Stand and Deliver St. Louis. If you want to email us, you can do so at co.op.podcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join us on the Co-op Club Discord community server where you can find myself, Colt2K, Sim31, and so many others talking about gaming, wrestling, and more. And, of course, patreon.com/co-op entertainment, where you can throw us $1 US a month to help support the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Cole.
Yes, sir.
Take us out.
Well, one of us stood and one of us delivered. Well, I guess both of us stood and only one delivered, because your winner is me. I'm the champion once again. But I cannot rest on my laurels. I cannot sit and not deliver, because next week I'm going to attempt to build a dynasty as we predict the results for AEW Dynasty coming up this week. We shall see who wins that. Will I stand and deliver through Dynasty and take my Mania to WrestleMania, or will it fall short? And will I lose? There's only one way to find out. Tune in next time on Wrestling Renaissance and keep the Renaissance alive.